Did you know your dog's ears could be silently causing serious health problems, even if they look clean on the outside? What's happening deep inside those ear canals might be slowly damaging their health, and you wouldn't even notice. Most owners only think about cleaning their dog's ears when they see a problem, like gunk or a bad smell. But by then, the damage has already begun. Today, we're going to uncover why dirty ears are about so much more than just appearance. We'll explore how they can affect your dog's balance, hearing, behavior, and even their mood. And I'll reveal the one overlooked sign that appears before almost every major ear infection, a sign that most owners completely miss. Stick with me, because what you learn today could prevent a lifetime of pain for your dog. Let's start with a little anatomy lesson. Dogs evolved with incredibly sensitive ears, but their ear canal is shaped differently from ours. It's shaped like an L. This design is a perfect trap for moisture, debris, wax, pollen, dust, bacteria, and yeast. When this gunk stays inside for too long, it creates the ideal breeding ground for an infection. And here's something most people don't realize. Ear problems rarely start with obvious pain. They start quietly. You might see a small head shake here and there, a little extra scratching, maybe a very mild odor you dismiss. These aren't just quirks. Your dog is giving you a warning. When ears stay dirty, inflammation sets in. This swelling narrows the ear canal, which then traps even more moisture and debris. It's a vicious cycle that feeds itself. As the environment inside the ear gets warmer and loses oxygen, bacteria multiply and yeast grows out of control. Suddenly, the problem isn't just cosmetic anymore, it's medical. And this is where it gets serious. Once an infection reaches the inner ear, it can directly affect your dog's balance. This is why some dogs suddenly start tilting their heads, walking in circles, or seeming disoriented and confused. Many owners mistakenly blame it on old age. It's not. It's often inflammation affecting their vestibular system, the part of the inner ear responsible for balance. But the damage doesn't stop there. Chronic, untreated ear infections can lead to permanent hearing loss. As the ear canal becomes inflamed over and over, scar tissue can form. This tissue thickens the walls of the canal, making it narrower and weakening the transmission of sound. Your dog adapts quietly, and you might just think they're getting stubborn or not listening anymore when, in reality, they can't hear you as well. Now, let's talk about behavior. Constant discomfort from ear issues leads to a rise in stress hormones like cortisol. This elevated stress weakens the entire immune system, making it even harder for your dog's body to fight off infections. This is how a simple ear problem can start to impact their overall health. This chronic pain can also change your dog's personality. Have you ever known a dog that suddenly became aggressive, irritable, or anxious? A dog that flinches or snaps when you try to pet their head? They're not being bad. They might be in constant pain. This is a common, yet often misinterpreted, side effect of chronic ear problems. And here's another surprising connection. The chronic inflammation from ear infections can release toxins into your dog's bloodstream. Over time, this puts a significant strain on their organs, especially the liver and kidneys, which are responsible for filtering out waste from the body. This is why vets often see recurring ear issues in dogs that also have allergies, digestive problems, or a compromised immune system. In a dog's body, everything is connected. Unfortunately, many well-meaning owners accidentally make things worse when they try to clean their dog's ears. A common mistake is using cotton swabs and pushing them deep into the ear. This just compacts the debris and wax further down into that L-shaped canal, making the problem even harder to solve. Others might use harsh alcohol-based cleaners. These can strip the skin of its natural protective oils and cause tiny microcracks, which are an open invitation for bacteria to invade. It's also possible to overclean, which disrupts the delicate balance of healthy bacteria that the ear needs to protect itself. Yes, just like the gut, the ear has its own microbiome. The goal isn't to make the ear sterile, it's to keep it clean, dry, and balanced. So, what are the red flags you should never ignore? If you see your dog shaking their head more than usual, frequently scratching their ears, or if you notice a bad smell, redness inside the ear flap, or any discharge, especially if it's brown, yellow, or black, these are clear signs of a problem. Another subtle clue is if your dog suddenly starts avoiding being petted on the head. That's often an early sign of discomfort. It's also important to know that some breeds are at a much higher risk. Dogs with floppy ears, like Basset Hounds and Cocker Spaniels, trap more moisture. Breeds with narrow ear canals or a lot of hair in their ears trap heat and debris. Dogs that love to swim are constantly battling trapped water. And dogs prone to allergies often produce more wax. For these dogs, routine ear care isn't just a good idea, it's essential for preventing problems. But routine doesn't mean cleaning every day. The right balance depends on your dog's breed, lifestyle, and overall health. The safest approach for most dogs is to check their ears weekly. Just gently lift the flap, look inside, and take a quick sniff. Healthy ears should be a pale pink color, not red or inflamed. They should smell neutral, not yeasty or sour, and they should be relatively dry. If you see some light wax buildup, use a gentle veterinarian-approved ear cleaner. Never use hydrogen peroxide or pour water directly into the ear, and always make sure the ear is thoroughly dry afterward. Ignoring these issues can have devastating long-term consequences. Repeated infections cause the ear tissue to thicken and the canal to permanently narrow, a condition called stenosis. At this stage, medication becomes less effective because it can't reach the source of the infection. In the most severe cases, surgery becomes the only option to remove the damaged ear tissue. This is an extreme outcome, but it's entirely preventable with proper care. And remember, ear problems often signal deeper health issues. Food and environmental allergies can cause inflammation and excess wax. Hormonal imbalances can affect skin health, and gut problems can weaken the immune response. If your dog has frequent ear infections, treating just the ears might not be enough. You may need to look at their diet, manage allergies, or add supplements like omega-3 South. A dog's ears are a window into their overall health. Now, let's get to that one crucial sign I promised you. It's the one thing that often appears before any other symptom of a major ear infection, and most owners miss it entirely. It's not the redness, it's not the discharge. It has a subtle headshake right after they wake up from a nap or come inside from a walk. That small, seemingly insignificant movement is often the very first sign that there is trapped moisture or irritation starting deep inside the ear canal. If you notice this and act on it, you can often prevent a full-blown infection. If you ignore it, the problem will likely grow. From now on, pay close attention to that little shake. It's your dog's earliest warning system. Think about it. What if your dog has been living with mild, nagging ear discomfort every single day, and you never even knew? What if their mood, their energy, and your bond could be so much better, just by properly addressing their ear health? This is why it matters so much. Your dog can't use words to tell you their ears hurt. They rely on you to notice the signs and protect them. The small acts of care you take today can prevent big suffering tomorrow. If this video helped you understand your dog a little better, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more owners who want to give their dogs happier, healthier lives. And subscribe for more practical dog health advice that actually makes a difference. Now, I want to hear from you. Comment below. Does your dog ever do that little head shake, or do they scratch their ears? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.